Hey everybody, PT here. Got some great news, exciting news actually. In association with my longtime partner, Seidel Harmonicas, we are introducing a new Gazell Method harmonica. Here it is. This is the PT Gazell Model 1847 Noble. Okay? Here it is out of the box. Look at this little beauty. So it's the exact configuration that I've been playing for the last 6 or 7 years. And we're going to go over some of the features, and I'm also going to tell you why I am actually playing this version of the 1847 Noble. So first off, about 6 or 7 years ago, I started experimenting with different combs that Seidel makes. The polymer comb is wonderful. The wood comb is wonderful. But I got to tell you, the one that's in the Noble, this black anodized aluminum comb, for me, it just doesn't get any better than this, okay? It's CNC milled. It's silky smooth, and I mean, it is so flat, it's ridiculous right out of the factory. When I put these things together and put them on a light box or hold them up to the light after they're assembled, put a light in back of them, you don't see any light going through the thing at all, man. I mean, it is flat. So if we've learned anything over the last 20 years, the flatter the comb, the better the instrument plays, the easier the instrument plays, okay? The other cool thing about this comb, all right, is that Seidel, and this is unique to Seidel, they do a convex filing on the tines at the end of the holes here, okay? Convex meaning they're flared just ever so slightly flared out like this. Now, what does that do? There is just that more increase in silky smoothness across the mouthpiece and the dexterity of how fast you can move back and forth. It also seems to improve the accuracy, at least it does for me, okay? It's such a subtle thing, but I really like it, and that's a machined thing too. It's not something that they hand file. So the exactness of it, you probably can't see real great detail of it here, but the convex filing, in addition to the silky smoothness and flatness of this comb, I just love it, okay? In addition to that, the player response that I get from it, and this seems kind of odd to say, but it's almost more musical than any other comb I've ever played, okay? Wood, brass, polymer, plastic. I don't know. There's something about this that, in conjunction with the half valving and the cover plates that I'm currently using, that just seem to hit a home run, okay? The cover plates, what I'm using for the 1847 Noble are my Gazell Method full rounded covers. This is the session steel style cover, okay? And why do I like these? I like them because, number one, ergonomically, they just feel great for me, okay? I just like this better than the traditional style that you would find on the 1847 Classic, or like on a Marine Band, for instance. I just like this cover. So the way it feels. And number two, for the music and genre and stuff that I'm playing, which is mostly jazz standards, swing, and American songbook selections, there's something about the shape of the cover and the projection holes on the back that give it a real rounded and musical tone as well. So all of those things in combination just seem to really work for me. And if you're looking to, I mean, so let's talk about a little bit about what hasn't changed in the Gazell Method line with this harmonica. Number one, they're still being they still have the German steel reed plates with the stainless steel reeds, and they're half valved. The Gazell method instruments are half valved with genuine Gazell method valves, okay? That's the valve material that I researched and I suggested to Seidel, and they decided to use for diatonic use, okay? It's very moisture resistant. They don't stick, they don't pop, you don't hear them. If you're recording, that's the last thing you want to do is hear a plastic wind saver popping and sticking and cracking and everything else. These are very, very good for that, okay? What else hasn't changed? It's still being offered from the range of keys from low C up to F. And I'm also still offering an upgrade option if you want country tuning or Patty Richter tuning on this instrument, okay? The session steel is still being offered in the same configuration, all right? So none of that has changed. What does half valving do for you? Well, half valving, the short answer here, because there's another whole video you can go watch about half valving and how you approach it technique wise. But the short answer is it allows you to do additional blow bending and draw bending that you currently can't do on your Richter tuned unvalved diatonic harmonica. So I'm able to blow bend on the first 6 blow notes and draw bend on the top 4 draw notes. What does that mean? It means 3 things. Number one, it means you're able to now fill in the missing notes that aren't available on an unvalved Richter tuned harmonica, okay? Number 2, you're able to add expression and shading to not only 10 reeds, but now all 20 reeds on your harmonica. Without the valves, you're only able to do emotional shading on your first 6 draw notes and your top 4 blow notes. With a half-valved harmonica, you keep all that and anything else you could do on an unvalved harmonica, but now you're able to shade and color the first 6 blow notes and the top 4 draw notes as well. So here's a great example. What's the first note most of us learn to shade or bend? And that's 4 draw. Right? That's what people love about the diatonic. Okay? I'm able to do that now across the entire spectrum of the instrument, blow or draw. So here is 6 blow note. Those are blow notes, 1 through 6. Here's 7 through 10 draw notes. It's so cool because you have more, in my opinion, you have much more of a complete instrument. The third facet of why I think half valving is cool is because you're using a technique that you're already familiar with in terms of how we get false notes or bent notes. Overbending has to drop down a hole and pop the note up. With half valving, we're simply flatting a note, just like we've always done in the past, like when we draw bend on 4, 1, 2, 3, or 4 draw bends. We're flatting the note, right? At the top of the harmonica, when we blow bend 8, 9, and 10, we're flatting the note. The valved bends do the same thing, okay? Check out my other video on that, and I go into much more depth about it. All right, so where do we get this? The best place to get it if you're in the USA is to go to www.ptgazell.com. And if you're out of the country, it honestly, it makes more economical sense with shipping charges and value-added tax to just get it directly from Seidel. So you go to Seidel.com. Either place, you're going to get it pretty darn quick, Okay, I showed Seidel how I wanted it set up. They do a great job valving them. I get my stock from them, and then I go through it again. If you order it from me, I go through it another time, and I do make any necessary tweaks that I want to do to make it play exactly like my personal instrument. So you can't do better than that. And if you're looking to bust out of your blues box, if you're looking to explore other genres of music, and just basically get a lot more out of an instrument that has more to offer, give this one a try. Seriously. We'll see you next time.